It's time to get started with programming our own video games. To do this, we're going to use a computer program called Scratch. The first step is to install Scratch onto your computer. Do this by opening up a web browser, going into Google, and typing Scratch. The top result should be something that says Scratch, Imagine, Program, and Share. Click on that. Now, we're going to scroll down to the very bottom of this page, and you should see under Support something that says Download. Click on this button. Now, this might differ depending on what type of computer you're using, but you should see something that says Direct Download. Click on that. Once it downloads, you want to open the file that you just downloaded, and it will begin installing it onto your computer. If you're using a Mac like me, you'll have to drag this little thing that says Scratch 3 into the Applications folder. Once it's finished installing or copying over to the Applications folder, then it's time to open it. You can do this by opening it the way you would any application on your computer. For me, I just go and click on this icon right here and say Open. How exactly you open the application might be different depending on what type of computer you're using. If you see something that looks like this, then you're good to go and ready to get started. Now that we've installed Scratch, let's take a look at how it works. Over here, we have the stage. The stage is exactly what it sounds like. It's a place for your characters to perform. It's also where your game will play. Down here, we have a list of all of the sprites in our game. A sprite is basically a character or an object, or basically anything that you're going to put in your game. Right now, we've got exactly one sprite, and it's a little cat. If you want to add more sprites, you can do that in a number of ways. Hover over this little icon here, and you can either choose a sprite, paint one from scratch, have it generate a random sprite, or upload a photo from your computer to use as a sprite. You can also choose a different backdrop here. You have similar options for how you choose a backdrop. For now, I'm just going to have it generate one at random. It looks like our cat's on the beach now. How cool is that? Now, let's take a look at the code blocks. There are a ton of different ones to choose from that can make our characters do anything we want them to. If you want to use a code block, start by dragging it into this area here. You can click on it and see what it does. This one makes the cat glide for a second to a random position on the screen. Now, what if we want to have one character that has different appearances? For that, we can look at the costumes. As we can see, this cat has two different appearances, and when we switch between them really quickly, it creates an animation of the cat running. Later on, we're going to learn how to use code to change the character's appearance. Characters also can have different sounds. So how do you start your game? Well, to make your game start, you click on this green flag, and to make it stop, you click on this red stop sign. That's it for the basic interface. Check out the next video for how to create your first project in Scratch.